Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year to all of you. It's a pleasure to be here back after the short break. We will resume, inshallah, the technical workshops to help you with whatever challenges you are facing. So, without further ado, I'll leave it to my colleague Nibal to moderate this session with you. And thank you very much all for attending this session. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. I have my colleagues, Moeed, Khosrow, and Mustafa, and myself from Evotech team. Just an update before we start our weekly call, which we are restarting again this year. The new import permit system has been live for a while, and we have seen partners trying to apply for new import permit systems. However, the GTIN, the G10 field in the new import permit is not being filled correctly. So for those who are asking why my commissioning messages are not passing through, please refer back to your import permit and check whether the GTIN, the G10 was properly entered before when you applied for it. We are still not sure whether you can amend the import permit after being approved by the ministry or not, but
got the approval that it will not be amended.
It will not be amended. So make sure that you put the GTINs properly in the first place when you first apply for it, because later on, as per the ministry, it will not be amended. Yeah, that's the only update that I have from my side. I think we can start with the questions. As usual, just to remind you, sorry, I didn't start the recording. Let me start the recording of this meeting. Okay, my colleague Mustafa has an update as well.
Hi everyone. Nibal is showing the Tatmeen.ae website. We are publishing training videos now on the website. So if you go to the onboarding journey, and if you're going for the first time, you'll see a new tag there, right? So it will show up first time something new is published there. The new tag you will see. So if you go in the trainings there, number 4, yeah. So you will see, as you can see now here, it comes with a new tag there. So user management, file upload, mobile commissioning, SSCC generation, right? Nibal, if you can just open, if you click on one of them, yeah, just expand on this. So if you see here, there is the training manual, which you can download, but on the adjacent to that, there is the training video, right? So we are publishing videos also of these trainings. You will see many more in the coming days, packing and, shipping and receiving. You will see those also coming along.
Okay, thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you.
I think we can start if no further updates from anyone. Ram, good morning. I will allow you. Yeah, again, I will. Everyone is muted. I will allow only the top 2 or 3 of the people who raised their hands. This call is recorded, as you might have already noticed. And after this call, you will not be able directly to access the recording. Download, and we will upload this video to YouTube, and we will share the link to YouTube directly on the chat. So please, there's no point in asking for any permission. We cannot give you permission to the existing video. You will get a link direct to YouTube where you can watch the video completely. Ram, good morning.
Okay. Yeah, hi team, very good morning and Happy New Year to all.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have the 2 questions only. So, am I audible?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah. So first question is, so basically supplier uploading data on the staging.
Ram, okay. Your voice is breaking. Ram, your voice is breaking.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so basically supplier not uploading the data on the staging environment. Okay, and we are testing from the staging one. So how to test the integration?
I didn't get the question, Ram.
Basically, we are testing integration from the staging environment right now.
Okay.
But the supplier and the wholesaler are not uploading the STGN details and all details over there.
Okay, so you are dispenser or you are manufacturer? What?
Dispenser.
Yeah.
Dispenser.
So his question is, he needs data from his supply chain partner.
Yeah, the SG10s. Okay. So the SG10s need to
Yeah.
come to his.
Unfortunately, Ram, we cannot provide this data on the staging. We want the staging to be as close to production as possible. That's why we are not providing any test data. You need to reach out to your licensed agent and ask them to send you data. That's the only way to test the staging.
Okay. Okay. Sure, definitely.
If they
Now
are
my
not
second
connected,
question.
then they are late. The system is already live and working.
Okay. So
Please.
now second question is, okay, when we dispense the items, we dispense the multiple item in one prescription. Okay. So in our dispense request, there's a event list. So how to run for multiple dispensation in one prescription only?
So you have to call the API one by one.
There's no other way to make the collection or make the list of EPC list in all item, add all item in one EPC list and then push the request, or one by one only?
Or dispensation one by one.
So suppose there in the prescription, I have the 5 items. I have to be dispense 5 items in one prescription. So I have to send the 5 requests to the Tatmeen for
Yes.
everyone.
You are doing B2B, right?
Yeah, B2B, yes.
Yeah, so system will send 5 requests.
Okay, team. Thanks. These are all my questions.
Thank you,
Thanks
Ram.
for your time. Yeah, bye.
Okay. Nandan, Aswad.
Hi all, good morning and
Good
happy
morning.
new year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah. So I have 2 questions. So firstly, it's regarding the first question is regarding the file upload option. I assume the Tatmeen production instance is similar to the quality or staging one, so we cannot post the shipping event using the file upload option, right? It's only commissioning and aggregation, if I'm not wrong.
Correct. So only for commissioning and aggregation, you can use file upload.
Okay, so how can we post the shipping message then in Tatmeen portal? Let's say if our connection to Tatmeen is having some problem or something like that.
Yeah, so you can go to the product transfers there, right? So you have shipping, receiving, return shipping, return receiving there in the portal.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
You can use that transaction.
Okay, thank you. So my second question is regarding the reporting message transmission. So let's say if we have transmitted a reporting message to Tatmeen with an incorrect permit number, and if we are trying to send another reporting message with a correct permit number, will it get accepted? I'm saying because like the serial numbers would have been already commissioned, right? That's
Yeah,
why.
but if you send an incorrect shipment permit number, if you are not authorized for that, system will reject it. Secondly, there are more checks which are done. So the G10 in the shipment permit number should match with the SG10 commission against that. If you're using a shipment permit and you're sending the same products, and everything matches, then system will commission them. If not, then system will reject it. But if they are commissioned, they are commissioned.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. John, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Happy New Year, everyone. So I'm John from Emirates. I'm in the pharmacy side. I have 3 questions. First question is related to what was asked by Ram. So we are doing the staging, test scenarios in the staging, but we reached out to the suppliers. They're telling they cannot even ship some test SSCC to us because even the manufacturers haven't transferred yet from them or haven't started yet. So does Evotech have any dummy shipments that we can test the dispensing, the shipping, the receiving in the staging environment at least?
John, you are dispensing, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and you sell, I'm assuming, sell or consume different or wide variety of products. including products from the largest MH in the world. You know, the ones that you find in any Carrefour store. So all these big companies have already commissioned test data to Tatmeen. I'm surprised why you're saying that the licensed agents or the distributors, they don't have test data. The majority of the large MHs have already sent lots of commissioning messages and lots of products on Tatmeen.
Yep, exactly. Actually, we reach out to several suppliers, but they all have the same scenarios that they can do the staging. So from your side, can you assist us on how can we proceed with this one? Or at least like transfer, we'll give the GLN numbers from our, because we are stuck on the testing in the staging environment, at least on the dispensing or on the receiving side.
So they have received from the manufacturers, they just need to send it to your GLN so that you can test the dispensing. And this is where you're saying no one of them is able to send you test messages.
Yes, one supplier is telling that they need an approval first from the ministry, that even if it's a staging, they need an approval before they can transfer. So, or do you know some suppliers that are willing to?
John,
Yep.
they have approval. Send us an email and we will send you the approval. You don't need approval from anyone to do that.
Yeah, because like we want to test the scenarios now. So like to cut
absolutely.
like but can we have like at least a transfer from our GLN, even
No,
from
no, John.
Evotech side?
John, we do not interfere and transfer. You guys need to, this is an opportunity for you to work collaboratively with your suppliers. If they need approval, send us an email and I'll approve it myself, no problem.
So we'll just advise them the same.
Okay.
My second question, actually I had three questions. The second question, do you have any barcode scanner configuration? Because when we are trying to scan using the website, the items are not scanning. We tried in the mobile app, it's fine. We tried enter manually, but using the barcode, it's not auto-populating in the website.
Which devices you're using?
We're using a Motorola scanner.
Okay, just give us a minute. Let us show you the devices that have been tested.
If you go to onboarding journey,
okay,
you go at the bottom, there is here additional devices. You can just click on them and you can see all the devices that were tested with Tatmeen and 100% sure they're working.
Okay, but there were no additional like scanning initial configuration. It's just plug and play like that.
No, the configuration is required. So you need to reach out to your vendor, the Motorola scanner you bought. You need to reach out to their helpline and get the required configuration done so it can read the GS1 barcodes. Right? To the metrics. You have to get the configuration done for that.
Okay, thank you so much. Last question, how can we manage, as we will do first the website entry, but we are planning on the B2B integration. How do we manage the serial numbers line by line in our inventory management? Because suppose we have a product with 2 barcodes, so it will come as 2 lines in my inventory management. But if we are to include the serial numbers, it will come like 100 lines in my inventory with 1 quantity each. So we will dispense in my inventory system and in Tatmeen. In Tatmeen, it's fine. It will just scan directly. But in my inventory system, it's coming like 100 lines. And imagine we have a lot of medications here. So my inventory line will be like 1,000 or even more.
Yeah, so there is, from Tatmeen point of view, there is no requirement that you serialize your inventory per se, right? What the requirement is that you are reporting this information to Tatmeen, and that can be done by scanning, and which you are already saying the same. What we can advise you that you can do your, from your ERP point of view or your warehouse management system point of view, you do internal assessment if you want to have the serialization done in your ERP. We cannot really advise. I mean, you'll just have to see how you would like to manage your own internal systems.
Yeah, but for the B2B integration, so like from our side, we have to capture the serial numbers for it to reflect in Tatmeen, right?
Correct.
So it will be the same thing, like yeah.
So see, it's not necessary. It depends on if you want to capture them. For you to report a message when you're dispensing, since you're on the dispensing side, when you scan the barcode, you can formulate the message from that barcode.
Yeah.
So it's really your call, and it depends on which system you are using. That do you need to think about this? Do you need to really store those numbers, or you can work
But
without shipping?
how can we report it to Tatmeen if it's not stored in my inventory? I'm talking, let's say, on the B2B integration.
Because when you sell it, you scan it, right?
Yeah.
On scanning, you can read the GS1 matrix barcode.
So it
in
has the
my
serial number there
Yeah.
in the 2D data matrix.
Okay.
It has the serial number also.
Okay, so just want to be clear, like when I receive the shipment from the supplier SSCC, so it will come like 2 medications with like separate serial numbers. I don't have to integrate the serial numbers in my system, but I can report it while dispensing on Tatmeen.
See, again, this is Yani, we cannot say go this way or the other way, because at the end of the day, it depends on your system and your decision. But what we are saying is you can work around it. It's not mandatory. Yani, for us, our requirement is you report that serial number that this is dispensed. Now, when you scan the GS1 matrix, you will find all the information already there. There are some master data which you need to maintain on your side to formulate that message. But
Yeah,
most
no,
of the information, the serial number, the batch information, everything is already there.
yeah, no, my only concern is if I will receive it in my inventory system, even without the serial number, but during dispensation in Tatmeen, it will capture what is being required.
You have to capture because you have to read that from the barcode.
So it's a requirement in the inventory.
Well, this is something for you to figure out, John. I mean, there is too much we can do to help you. Your system is yours to decide on how it's going to be.
Okay, we'll just reach out to them. Anyway, thank you so much for your answer. Thank
No
you.
problem. Thank you, John. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hassan, good morning.
Morning. Happy New Year. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I have a few quick questions. The receiving call is asynchronous, right?
Yeah, asynchronous.
So the expectation is to make sure that if it was an error or was it a successful. So the expectation is we always send a receiving request and then send a inquiry, status inquiry.
Yeah.
I mean, is this how it is always expected that we will send 2 separate requests to make sure that transaction was successful?
Yeah, for asynchronous, that's some expectations.
Okay, fine, done. In a single receiving request, the EPC list, can a single request receive JITIN and SSCC at the same time?
So yeah, it can. The thing is that it depends. So whenever you are receiving, let's say for example, you receive a shipper case or a bundle,
Yeah.
or let's say a pallet. If you report the receiving for the parent, system is automatically going to report the
Yeah,
receiving for the
but I'm
revenue.
just saying that, I mean, actually, let's say there is an order that contains, some of them contain the bigger boxes, the pallet, or, and then we have some JITINs as well. So we can actually receive all of them in a single request, that the bundle we have requested as a SSCC and the other item, let's say, with JITIN in a single received request.
Yeah, you can.
You can. Okay, done. This current, the collection, the API collection, the shipping one also contain commissioning and aggregation. We are essentially dispenser, but we have, with Provita, we have our own different location where we are shipping. So we can just remove and this is technically asking from the current collection, that we can remove all the heads which contain commissioning and aggregation, because we are only concerned with shipping, right?
Yeah, you exactly. You can do this just to cross-check with what's in the technical guide, because we'll check from our side as well. If there's no separate shipping message, maybe we can add that. But what you're saying should work. Just cross-check it with the technical guide also.
I have checked, because I mean, in the package we have downloaded definitely is from the dispenser one, fine. And the collection it is a single call that contain commissioning request, aggregation request, but we are only interested in the shipping part, fine. So we will only use shipping.
Yes, that's fine. What I'm trying to say is that what you're saying to remove commissioning aggregation, just use shipping, that's fine. But what I'm saying is when you're formulating that body, just cross-check that body with the technical guide, because if I recall, the technical guide has a separate section for shipping. Maybe it's not part of Postman, but just for you to reconcile it.
For any shipment, let's say, as I told you that we are doing shipment between our own two GLNs. So whenever I am shipping, is packing required? I mean, or I can just ship a JITN itself directly? Because my understanding is when I pack, I have to put SSEC on top. That is the expectation, right?
It depends. So let's say, for example, if you're receiving something and you are without changing the hierarchy, you are sending it to the next GLN, then you don't need to do any packing or unpacking. But if you have unpacked something and now you want to repack it, then you have to use packing. So it depends. Yours based on your scenario.
Yeah. So just if the scenario is I am just sending one secondary box to my different location, I will just ship the JITN itself. I mean,
yeah, but if it's unpacked, yeah. So if it's packed,
it is unpacked. So whoever first receive unpacked, and then they can just ship a JITN directly if it is.
Yeah, they can.
Okay. The last one, the idea between dispensing and shipment, fine. Because let's say I am sitting at because my assumption here is if I am selling to someone who is going to resell it, or I mean not the direct dispenser, then I'm expected to do shipment. Otherwise, I'm expected to do dispensation. Is this right?
So I would give the answer in a different way. Dispensation is end of life cycle. With dispensation, you decommission the product. It cannot be used.
How would I know? How would I know that this is my customer is the last node? The person, I mean, my customer, they are going to either consume it or are they going to resell it? Fine. Use it at a later stage. How would I know? You got my point? That at my side.
So are you working in a pharmacy? You guys are a pharmacy, right?
Yes, this is a question regarding our pharmacy.
Yeah, so whenever somebody comes to buy things for you, you are dispensing. So for you, that is a customer who you think is going to use. Now, if he buys it for someone else, for you, that was the customer, right?
Yeah. Let me add, Ahsan, any facility that is not a medical facility is not authorized to resell the products that you give them. So if you are sending products to a medical facility, then there is a high chance that they will be reselling it. Correct. But if you are selling products to a non-medical facility that is not registered with MOHA, then that's dispensation.
Okay, so the idea is because there will be another GLN, fine, when I am doing a shipment, because there is a targeted customer as well, we have to put their GLN, because I haven't tried the shipment. So that will clarify that if there is a GLN on the other side, then it's a shipment. Otherwise, it's a dispense case.
Yeah.
Right.
And do talk to your partners also, right? That when you're doing this operation, that I'm shipping it to you, and that when you're doing shipping in, they will provide you the GLN, and then only that particular location can receive that particular shipment.
This part we got, just this idea of dispense and shipment can confuse with them at some stage, but I think I got my answer. I believe that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hassan. Thank you. PVG.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Actually, we are a manufacturer company, okay? And what we are doing is we are trying some tests in the test environment. Hello?
We can't hear you well. Yes. Can you repeat, please?
There's some background noise. Yeah. Okay, so we are the manufacturing company, and what we are doing is we are trying some tests in the test environment, okay? So when we try to upload some test batches, we got some error message. And the error message, I'm just pasting in the chat box.
You have sent the email regarding this error message to onboarding?
We already sent the email to onboarding, and what we got the reply is highly recommended you to refer the Postman collection, but the Postman collection is not failing, and we are getting an error message in the code composition.
So this means from Postman collection, it's working fine for you, this message?
Yeah.
And then when you are doing from your system to our system, this is failing, right?
Yeah, we are using stage 2 2D, stage 1 2D, and the third stage SSCC.
And same thing is working from Postman.
Yeah.
Then this is your system. I mean, you need to correct it from your system level, because if it's working from Postman, this means the message is correct. You're using the correct sequence and you're using the correct SSCC and everything else. But if it's failing from your system, then you need to figure it out from your system level, right? Any particular error message that you get from this?
I just posted in the chat box.
Yeah, this is the response to Tatmeen API. Read item details not found.
I think the G10 you are using is not valid.
Yeah, sorry, your good name. I don't want to mispronounce your name.
Sorry?
Your good name, Vijij.
Vijit, yes.
Yeah, Vijij, the error message is clear. You're trying to use a GTIN that is not on Tatmeen.
That is not on Tatmeen.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, this is Saurav. Basically, our in the brand syncing, we have the option of uploading the product GTIN, but we have the label coder here. For example, for the shipper, we are using 3. So basically, for the GTIN, we are using 3. So that's been not, we don't have the option to upload that thing in the brand syncing. Maybe for that, it is showing that the GTIN is not there. So we are facing that particular problem.
What I recommend is that you open your portal, you go to the products that you have in your portal, and try to commission products that are already on your portal on Tatmeen, and check if you face the same error message or not.
So, and one more thing, adding here, you are talking about 3, the first digit of your GTIN, right?
Yes.
So this means you are using 0 and you're using 3.
Yeah, one we are using for the mono cartons, and shipper label we are using 3 before the GTIN to identify, and in the pellet we are using 5.
Okay, and in brand sync, you cannot put these identifiers for this particular GTIN. You can only have one, right?
Yes,
correct?
Right, correct.
Yeah. So the first indicator.
I think you are following. This is what you guys are doing in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah, right, exactly, right.
So it's not like this here, because here every packaging has a separate G10. So your saleable unit has a separate G10, shipper case has a separate G10, bundle has a separate G10.
No, I mean basically we have the same GTIN. I mean just the identifier is different. It's 135. That's it. The GTIN is same exactly throughout.
Okay, go do one thing what just Nepal said. Go to Tatmeen portal and see what GTIs are synchronized in the portal for you. Because you are the product owner, so you will be able to see those GTIs. Whatever is in Tatmeen portal, those are the G10s you can only commission. You cannot commission anything else.
Okay, fine. And we have one more thing. We tried to change the SPOC. We requested to change the SPOC from one account to another account to the GS1 email. And we got the reply that it's already changed, but it's not yet changed.
Yeah, you need to check with GS1 on that. Yeah.
That is separate.
Yes, you need to check with GS1 and tell them we don't see that reflected on our system. So
I replied like that, and same came back again. That again reset the SPOC, but still the same.
Okay, can you please post the your GLN on the chat, and I will check it now during the call. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Loganathan, good morning.
Good morning. Hi, this is Loganathan from NMC. I wanted to ensure my approach is correct or not. So we are receiving an SSC from the distributor. So that let's say that that SSC is created by the distributor. While doing a B2B integration, we need to send the message like by splitting the SSC into GCP of distributor dot serial number. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if that SSE is not, if that SSE is directly means like if it is not unpacked and in the distributor, they are sending the directly from the manufacturer's SSE they are sending to us. So in that case, I need to put the GCP of manufacturer dot serial number, right? So we have an API, like if I give the GTN, I can get the manufacturer GCP. So I got that API from the Google. So I can use that same API to get the manufacturer's GCP, and then I can split that SSE. Is that my approach is correct or?
Not exactly. There's one step missing, which is you need to add the additional GCP of this manufacturer that you got from Google to your account, which is through GS1. You need to send them an email.
Okay.
We hear noise behind you, so not sure if you can hear us. But you need to add the GCP of the manufacturer to your additional GCP from GS1. So GS1 will add it to you, and then you will be able to see it on Tatmeen.
Okay, so manufacturer GCP to be added in whose GCP? My GCP? Means like receiving GCP.
Clarify this. Yeah, do one thing. Give it a try. What you're saying. If you get a response back saying GCP does not exist, then reach out to Brandsing and tell them add this as an additional GCP.
Additional GCP.
Yeah, for your GLN, yeah, for your partner master record.
Partner master. Okay, fine. Okay.
Just on the question, the previous question about the Spock, right? So you can go on your partner master in the portal also, in Tatmeen portal.
Okay.
And check that this is the previous question.
Not for you, but
the previous caller. So just go in the partner master record on Tatmeen portal, and you should be able to see what the Spock is currently, right? You can even synchronize. There is a synchronize button. You can use that button in case, just to make sure the data is refreshed between Tatmeen and GS1 Brandsing. And if you still don't see the Spark getting updated, then basically reach out to GS1 Brandsing and tell them that the Spark has not gotten updated in Tatmeen.
Loganathan, no more questions. I'll move to the next caller.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Engineer Samir.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
Samir Abdul Ghafoor, Lion Pharmacy Group. Actually, we have two different accounts. One account contains 62 GLNs as pharmacies. The other account contains only one GLN for our warehouse, which is working as warehouse and supplier too. So while staging, we are trying to request SSCC from Tatmeen portal, but it's showing no GLN found.
For this one, I think it's you can reach out to GS1 because SSCC generation facility is from GS1. So if you can reach out to GS1, they'll clarify this issue.
Yeah. So
even when we request from Tatmeen portal, it is from GS1.
Yes. So Samir, on Tatmeen portal, this particular feature at the back end, it's calling a GS1 API. And that particular API, if this whatever message we are receiving, we are showing you where it says GLN not found. So GS1, we have talked to GS1 about this, and the reason is that particular GLN is they're blocking that GLN to generate the SSCC using their API. Now you can reach out to them to clarify this. You can also, you also have an option of generating your SSCCs outside Tatmeen also, right? So you can.
I studied the method of generating SSC using the prefix, and there is one digit we use for multiplier at the beginning of the GTX, then a serial number for the SSC, followed by a checker. I think I managed to generate a SSCC, but that was a question related to the requesting. Means I can do it anywhere as long as it follows the method.
It's as long as there are no duplicates, right? So the only thing is, and even for Tatmeen, what we are saying, if you want to use Tatmeen feature of SSCC generation, then you should always use Tatmeen, to generate the SSCCs and not do it outside, because you just need to make sure that these SSCCs are not duplicate. If they become duplicates, the same serial numbers are on two logistics units, then it's going to error out. So if you're free to you're free to go and generate these SSCCs outside Tatmeen.
Of course, this is on staging portal, but about the live production portal, is it working?
Okay.
Because we prefer to do it on Tatmeen actually.
Okay. Engineer Samir, two things here. First of all, staging is not linked to JS1 at the moment. You cannot generate SSCCs at all from the staging. For production, you can, but you need to check whether your account with JS1 allows you to generate SSCCs. So some accounts, when you acquire the JLN from JS1, some accounts are bought the package that includes SSCC generations, others have not. So check your package with JS1, whether it includes SSCC generation or not.
Okay, but we have a prefix. We have a prefix certificate from JS1. I think that means we can generate SSCs.
Yes, most probably you can, but verify that. And you can also try it from the live system if it's working or not.
Okay. The second question related to pharmacies. Now, this means that pharmacies cannot do backing.
Cannot?
Do backing.
If they have a company prefix, they can.
Means it's related to whether you have company prefix or not.
Correct. Then you can generate your SSCC, whether from JS1 or by yourself, the way you created it.
Okay. So in case when using the URN, when sending the reporting to Tatmeen about dispensing or receiving or whatever, when we are using the identifier, now I have noticed I have 62 pharmacies or GLN for pharmacies. All of them can be only be unique in the first 12 digits. Means the identifier will be using the first 12 digit, then 2 dot, then the last digit will be converted to 0.
Okay. 12 digits, you mean the 12 digits are the GCP? Are your GCP?
This is from GLN 13 digit, correct?
13 digit, the first 12 digit from your DLN include the company prefix and your location.
So Samir, the best way and easiest way is that you Google GS1. They have GEPIR website. Put your GLN there, and then they will tell you if there is a GCP there, right? You will get your GCP.
I checked that. No prefix for my pharmacies. I know that. But when I'm talking about when I am identifying, because I have 62 GLN, when I need to dispense, I need to identify which GLN is dispensing, correct? In the report.
You do.
Yes.
You do.
So when I identify, I need to use the identifier. I cannot put the GLN as is in the messaging. It's gonna be the first 12 digit will be followed by dot. Of course, there is no extra digits is there. Then another dot. Then the 0, which is converting the last digit to 0.
That is correct. So you are basically talking about the URN here, right?
Yes,
this is what
yes.
you're talking about. So basically, your GLN is basically your GCP. Your GLN. So it the format is GCP. Then because you don't have the identifier there, so it's empty. So you put a dot and then empty and then dot. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Wrong.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Have a nice year to you. We have an issue with RMAG, and we still haven't managed to establish the connection, the test environment. I have We have talked again in the past. We have a case opened in the onboarding support, but the issue is going and going without being able to try to find a solution. Is there any chance that we can have a call with one of your specialists to check together the procedure and explain to us what is the issue? The error that we are getting from the system is that we are using the wrong GLN for Tatmeen. The GLN that we use for Tatmeen, it is the one that it is included on the documents. It was checked by the support. After that, we got informed that we have to change the date. We changed the date. Then we have a response today from you to send you the endpoint and some information. But this error is going more than 1.5 months, and we haven't been able to establish the connection. Is there any chance that we can have a call with a specialist to troubleshoot this?
And you're already on a call, sir.
Tell me again.
You are already in a call with us, so you're looking at the specialists.
Yes, okay. I mean, call with you. If you want to go to the case number to see what we have.
Like, can I make a general comment here? Yani we've seen. Yes.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. We have seen a number of entities without classifying them. They haven't read the manuals. It is very important to read the manuals. Everyone should spend the time to read them the same way we've spent the time to generate them. They're very useful. In cases where there is a discrepancy here or there, or there is a technical glitch, yes, we can work with you and help you out to resolve it.
Actually, we have read the documents, we have followed all the information, and I have to inform you that this is not the first time that we have established a connection with a country, and we are really familiar of doing this. And this is the first time that we didn't manage to establish the connection. And for example, we use the systems that Bahrain have, Saudi have. We send them information, we aggregate for them, we establish connection with Russia. So we are familiar with the configuration, and also our provider is very experienced on that. But we have an error from the system that we have a wrong GLN for the GLN.
For the sake of time, and I know you're experts in the field. What is the issue? Can you tell us exactly?
The issue is that we are using Postmark application to post the information. We're requesting the token. We receive the token correct, and when we are uploading the XML file with the information included on that we should include as it is on the documents, we got an error from the system that the URL, the GLN of Tatmeen is not correct, and we are using the GLN that it is posted on the documents, and the GLN, I have sent the XML file on the case also that we have with the support.
One comment here. Have you downloaded the Postman collection from Tatmeen.ai?
Yes.
From that, okay.
And you are using the same Postman collection that is uploaded on our portal, Tatmeen.ai?
Yes.
Okay. So you have just changed the GLN, your GLN, the sending message, the commissioning message that you are doing, and then uploaded, trying to do on the Postman collection, right?
Yes, we generate the XML file in the format that on the Postman from our system.
Okay.
And we uploaded it there.
Okay.
You know, the issue is that we are getting an error that the GLN is wrong.
Yeah. So if the GLN is wrong, so that's why I'm asking if you are using the correct Postman collection, because the header and the parameter needs to be correct for Postman collection that is uploaded on our website. So if you are getting the Tatmeen GLN, this means something is you are putting something wrong that is not there.
What Tatmeen GLN you're using?
Let me find it.
Yeah, and this is in the staging environment, right?
Yes, staging is 6297001273005.
That's the correct one.
Okay, Panagiotis, we sent you an email today asking you for more details.
Yes, yes.
Can you please respond to these with the details so that we can check internally? Because there are lots of callers on this call and we need to go into the long message that you sent in order to validate the information that you are using.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
one more thing, while sending, please send this file not as a copy paste on the email, as an attachment, the XML file, the response, and the screenshot of the header and parameter tab on the Postman collection that you are using. We just need to make sure that you're putting the correct keys and correct parameters there.
Okay. Okay, I will do that. Also, before closing, since we haven't established a connection yet with the system, is there any procedure that we can follow in order to send data no data goods to the country?
Yes, this comes back to my comment about reading, sir. There are manuals, there are videos on the website. You can do manual upload to commission. So the option is there. If B2B is delayed, you can do a manual upload using CSV files to commission incoming shipments. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I saw the CSV files. I meant something with exception or exception list for some products. This is what I meant.
Exception list, you mean you've been exempted from aggregation?
No, to create an exception for the products that we will ship.
What's an exception for the products that are coming now?
Exception from serialization, you mean, or what?
Yes, yes.
This has to go from your licensed agent or from you directly to the ministry, and they will either grant or refuse the exemption. So far, we haven't seen any exemptions from serialization, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you very much for the information. Yes, thank you.
No problem. No, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ali, good morning. Ali, please unmute yourself. Hamza, good morning. Ayman, Hamza. Ayman, can you unmute yourself?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Ayman Hamza from Sanofi Vaccine.
Good morning. Welcome.
Actually, I have two questions. First one is still related to the overseas shipment that will come directly to the health authorities, where we need to plug the import permit in the IPSIS message. And still we don't know which number will replace the import permit, since we are not obliged to apply for the import permit.
You are a licensed agent?
Sorry?
You are licensed agent or manufacturer?
We are manufacturer.
Please reach out to your licensed agent. They know the updated import permit number. It is the shipping permit, not the import permit, that needs to be plugged in. Once they apply for the last step, which is the shipping permit, and get it approved, then they need to share this number with you and you can do the commission.
Nibal, for the overseas shipments that will come directly to the health authorities, no need to apply for the shipping
authorities. Yeah, health authorities, please reach out to the ministry directly. I know you have already reached out to them.
Yes, since last year.
But it's not within our scope. They need to decide on this.
Does it mean no need to report the shipments that will be delivered directly to them, or what?
I cannot say yes or no. This is beyond my scope, beyond my pay scale, as they say.
Because actually I have a shipment in January and it's needed badly by the Ministry of Health, and we don't know what should we do with the shipment. Should we cancel it or we keep on it? And it's a vaccine and we cannot keep it in the customs without clearing it.
Okay, the latest update, Ayman, is that the ministry is not stopping any shipment to avoid any shortage of medicine into the country. That is what we received from the ministry. More than that, you need to reach out to them and get their answer on it.
Okay, clear. The second one is related to the scientific office GLN and our manufacturer or distribution center GLN. We have now two accounts in Tatmeen, one created with the GLN for the scientific office, where all our Sanofi products as a medicine and vaccines as well enlisted under this GLN. And the second one created with Sanofi France GLN, which is actually the physical flow for our vaccines.
Okay.
While reporting our shipments, which one should we use?
The one registered with the medicine on branding, the one associated with the product.
The scientific office.
The scientific office.
But the physical flow will come through the GLN, Sanofi France GLN.
The physical flow from where the medicine is coming outside the country is not really a showstopper for the ministry or for the system. So if you say that the scientific office is commissioning, you do commissioning, aggregation, and shipping from the scientific office directly to the licensed agent. If you want to add another step and ship from the scientific office to your France warehouse and from France warehouse to the licensed agent, it's up to you. But the tracking of the products outside the country is not within is not the biggest concern of Tatmeen or the ministry.
Because the point here for vaccine, it's coming directly from our distribution center in France to our agent in UAE without going through the scientific office. We are looking actually to change this and enlist all the vaccines in brand sync using the Sanofi France GLN instead of using the scientific office.
Yeah, so from Tatmeen, from tracking scope, the tracking starts when the products are ready to be custom cleared, right? And that's when you commission. And that's when your scientific office, which is having all the products registered against the scientific office, will be doing the commissioning. You'll be using that GLN. So like Nibal is saying, the flow which you have outside the country where, the distribution center is sending these products, Tatmeen is not interested or from scope point of view, Tatmeen is not really tracking from outside the country. The tracking starts before the customs clearance.
Question, Ayman, on the in the MOHAB system. How are you, first of all? How's everything? Good?
How are you? Good. Alhamdulillah, all good. Allah.
On the MOHAB system, the products are attached to which GLN?
In MOHAB system, we enlisted them using Sanofi France GLN, but after creating the scientific office GLN, Dubai scientific office GLN, we enlisted them again with the scientific office GLN. And in brand sync, we did the same, by the way.
Because we take read-only data from these two sources. So, guys, if we move products from one GLN to another.
See, the reason why in scientific office is, basically they wanted to have all the products registered under that scientific office GLN. Now, that scientific office GLN will be used to commission the products. Now, after commissioning, they want to send it to, that means send it to the distribution office, which they have, that particular GLN, they ship it there. And then they ship it somewhere else. That's fine. But the thing is, it becomes a very complex flow. Why not just go from the scientific office GLN and get through the custom clearance and basically go to the next supply chain partner?
I think what Ayman is facing is are questions from their compliance. If you are shipping from the France, then why you are reporting that the shipping is coming from the scientific office?
This is the first point, Nibal. You are correct. You are completely right. This is the first point. The second one also, all the XML files coming from France with the GLN Sanofi France. And we are changing it manually to add this scientific office GLN. That's why we are trying to minimize the interfere with all the messages that we are receiving from France and reporting it to Tatmeen.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's internal operations. The thing is, if you want to see, I'm kind of also brainstorming here, right? So if you want to start with your distribution center in France, there are two scenarios here, right? Either you basically get it commissioned with your scientific office and then ship it back to France, from your scientific office back to France, and then basically send it to whichever next supply chain partner you need to do that. And the second one would be that you basically change the products to the distribution center in France and then do the commissioning there, because you have to get the commissioning done. You have to have the proper GLN of the commissioning entity there, right? So
see, the problem with that for them is, and which I think is the main problem, they're saying the system which has the information is with the Sanofi GLN. If they use scientific office GLN, they have to recreate those XMLs.
Yes.
So I think that then the only option is, again, it depends on, is everything coming only from France? Then you can, for sure, you can plug those GLNs in branching and then
Branching. So it means that we can start reporting using Sanofi France, which is the distribution center GLN. Once we are done with transferring all the vaccines and branching under Sanofi France GLN.
You can do that, but then you'll have to change the GLN in the product master.
Yes.
Sanofi France GLN. But do understand that, when you start doing this, then after you commission, anything changes on the product, any packing, unpacking which happens, you will have to report after commissioning. So
yes, but for your information, we are not doing any activity locally here in UAE. It's all coming from France. So
okay, I think that's fine. Then in that case, you don't need the scientific office.
Thank you so much. It's very clear now.
Hani, are you still with us? Okay, he's not here. Imran, good afternoon. Imran Khan.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
I have just quick questions. We are actually manufacturer from Saudi Arabia. We have a successful.
We don't hear you well, Imran. We don't hear you well. Your voice is low.
Oh, my voice is clear.
Your voice is not clear.
Now it is clear?
Yes, now better.
Yeah. I have just two questions. We are actually manufacturer from Saudi Arabia. And alhamdulillah, we have successfully tested the staging area with B2B, and we are able to upload everything. Now it comes to the live system. First time when we uploaded our live shipment, which we are facing.
Voice is still not clear.
Imran, your voice is not clear.
Clear?
No.
I think it's the mic you're using, Imran.
Now it is clear?
Yes, very clear. What did you do?
Now it is clear? You are able to hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Sorry for the disturbance. Actually, now we are in the live stage, and when we are uploading the information, we are facing error with respect to the shipment import permit. That the first error which we are facing was the GTIN is not registered under the shipment import permit number. And the second one is key details missing in shipment import permit number. As Nepal is in the start updated to that, the MOHAP has started the new system for the import permit numbers. And if there will be anything missing with respect to the GTIN, the distributor will not be able to update that shipment import permit number with the GTINs, right? So that means if they forget, because this is not the mandatory validation on their system, that it is possible that the distributor will generate the shipment permit without the GTINs, and the successful import permit number will be created. So this will become a showstopper for us. For example, if the GTIN will not be with the shipment import permit number, and if let's say if they forgot to mention into the permit numbers, then what should we do? For example, we will not be able to upload the information into the Tatmeen site then.
See, simplistically speaking, this is not our system. This is ministry system. So far they haven't made it mandatory. What you can do right now is just talk to your agent, tell them whenever you create a shipment permit, make sure that you plug in the GTIN.
Yeah, that is fine. Let's say if this is not mandatory on their side, so it is possible that they will, because in the first shipment, it's already happened that they forget. That's why we are having a problem that they meant in the.
And that's a valid point. The ministry is going to make it mandatory, but they have their transition planned. So in the meantime, the only solution is just they have to be diligent while creating the shipment permit.
in case if they forget, then if this will become a showstopper for us, then what we will do for that one. For example, definitely there should be a workaround for that one. For example, if the ministry will not accept, right now they are allowing everything without uploading the information. Let's say if they will cut off the requirement and everybody has to upload that, then what should we do with respect to that one? Because we have the system, we have the proper information, everything is there. But with respect to the validation from your side, we will not be uploaded that one.
See, Tatmeen cannot work without the shipment permit because that's base validation. So we cannot do anything. We have already reached out to ministry. They are going to make it mandatory. This is a transition period. That's all what we can say. We can reach out to them again, tell them that this is the comment from the industry, and let's see if they can make it mandatory sooner. But
because
right now,
shipment permit is there, number is there, but with respect to the shipment permit number, the internal validations which is there in Tatmeen, it's not there in their side. But actually the problem will come up, we will be suffered in that case, and we will get stuck by sending the shipment because we are unsure. Our regulatory is also unsure for that.
I'll tell you one thing. There will be no case where shipments are stopped on borders because of this issue. That's not going to be the case. So don't worry about this. Even if, as of today, if you cannot commission on Tatmeen, that does not mean you should stop the shipping. Tatmeen should not be a showstopper for, it should not interrupt the supply chain by any means. Now, the ministry did not, as Khosrow mentioned, it's a change process. Once the ministry sees the level of serialization of products has reached a specific threshold, they will make the G10 mandatory in their system. And you have to keep in mind, if you walk into any pharmacy here in DOE, not all products are serialized. Some of them are still not serialized. And the ministry is pushing very hard to enforce the serialization on all products that are covered by the legislation. Until this happens, until they make a decision on when to make the G10s mandatory, you will see that G10 is optional on the MOHAB system. And as Khosrow mentioned, this is their system, the regulator system. It will be mandatory on Tatmeen. But that does not mean that you should stop any shipments.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Right. And what about the other errors? Let's say the second error which we are facing, key permit details is not available in MOHAB application. So for all this kind of errors, we should check with the MOHAB systems, or we will have like the specific GTIN mentioned so that we know that, okay, the GTIN information is missing. For other kind of this MOHAB application problems, will be a detailed messages from the Tatmeen, or we have to chase back the MOHAB?
Yeah, the messages are clear, Imran. But we're explaining to you it's business and technology. You have seen the technology part, and we're explaining the business to you. So the messages are clear, but why are they appearing is because of what I explained to you and what Khosrow explained to you.
Okay, fine. One last question. In previous session, which I was attending, you guys for this one, you mentioned that the free medical sample should also be reported.
Okay, this is a very controversial topic. Now, the ministry, His Excellency mentioned it clearly. If it's a sample for R&D or a sample for licensing, it is exempt. Other than that, you have to report it. Now, if you're still not clear, because I received a question the day before from one of the leading manufacturers, the sample will go to some of the hospitals that they are dealing with. Now, I'm not a pharmacist. I cannot tell her whether this is covered or not. So to be clear, explain the case exactly and send it an email, either to us or to the ministry directly, and we will get back to you.
Okay, so if I'll take that one, that all saleable item should be reported. The sample which is giving to the doctors, because on that sample, it is also a reduced pack, and it is clearly mentioned that it is free medical sample and not for sale.
I cannot confirm the Fifth Amendment, the SSC. I know if you're submitting this sample to MOHAB to approve your product, or if you're submitting it for R&D purposes, it is exempt. Now, this case that you explained to me, you need an expert advice on that. So you reach out to the ministry for this.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. No problem. Mudassir, good morning.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, we are from Al Sharq Group, Fujairah. So I have only one question. We are a group and we have 12 GLNs under our group. And at the time of staging environment registration, we had 12 different SPOCs. Okay. But now, managing all those SPOCs, email address, and 12 different, service users will be an issue with us. So in production, can we have, and is there any option so that we have all GLNs under one SPOC, but we registered separately?
You cannot do that. You cannot do that on Tatmeen. You do that on JS1. You reach out to JS1, tell them to change the SPOC for the 12 into one unified SPOC. Then you will be having one account on Tatmeen, and that one account on Tatmeen will see all the 12 GLNs.
Okay, and one service user, only one service user will be there.
Correct.
Okay, that's it. That's the only question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambrose, you posted your question on the chat as well, correct? Ambrose? Okay. Sheikh Muhammad?
Assalamu
alaikum. Alaikum salam.
I'm Muhammad Asad from Baxter. I have been following for the same question related to government hospital and import permit with Ministry of Health, Mubashir and his team, but there is no update as yet. So my question is same related to the shipping import permit, whether it's mandatory for the government hospital, and if mandatory, then do we need?
Same answer, Sheikh. We still do not have an answer. We need to wait.
Yeah, let me give you some background on this, Muhammad. Some of the government entities by design, they don't have a license.
Oh, okay.
For any reason, they shouldn't or they haven't, anyways. So if they don't have a license, they don't have a GLM. This is changing now. So one of the reasons it might be that you're not getting an answer is because these government entities are in the process of getting GLMs. That's why you're not getting an answer from the ministry. That might be the case. So you have to send out reminders to them to get your answer.
Okay, so I believe until then there is any decision, the normal process, the usual process will carry on for the shipments for government hospitals.
Don't stop anything, man.
Yeah. Okay.
None of us wants to take the responsibility for a patient who gets affected by a disruption in the supply chain.
Okay. So I'll keep following up and we'll carry on the normal process also for the shipments to government hospitals.
Yes. Thank you, Sheikh.
Thank you.
I'm here, Ambrose here.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I'm from RFXL L2 provider. Okay, so I'm working on B2B connection.
There's noise behind you, Ambrose. We don't hear you well. We don't hear you well. Your voice is having noise. Yes, that might be better. Can you speak now?
Okay, thank you. So, I'm from RFXL L2 provider for one of the supplier. Okay, so I'm working on the B2B connection. So I used 1G10 and generated serial number, and I did commissioning and shipment. So it was successful. I could successfully deliver, and it was success in the Tatmeen as well. So when I was trying to do, our aggregation part, so it is throwing an error. Okay, so I just wanted to ask whether if I need to add some SSC code in Tatmeen, or how your system is recognizing the SSC code generated serial number.
You need to refer to the serialization manual published on tatmeen.ae. It has the SSCC, the structure, the format, and how you need to commission it.
Okay, we follow the same, but still then no, it is throwing an error. So my only question is, should I see we have an option to add the product G10, okay? So similarly, is there any way where we can add the SSC code as well so that your system recognizes that, or how does your system recognize the serial number generated by our system?
Yeah, so G10 is a master data, product master. SSCC code doesn't have any master data. The only thing you need to have is the GCP should be in the system. So what error are you getting?
Okay,
He's not commissioning it. He's not commissioning the SSCC. That's his thing, I think. Are you trying to commission the SSCC?
Yeah. I mean, we do commission the SSC code in our system and then upload the batch. So kind of commission, aggregation, and shipment, all three events we are uploading to Tatmeen. I mean, it is a true B2B connection, I mean to say.
So what error are you getting?
Once again, so actually I'm under message log. So sorry, one second.
Ambrose, please take a screenshot of the error message and send it to us. Also send to us the message that you are sending, the EPCIS message, as an attachment, and we'll look into it.
You want me to send an email or the chat box?
An email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. I saw you posting messages on the chat. Please note that we do not answer the messages on the chat beyond the duration of this call. Okay.
I will definitely do that. But you say that based on the GLN registered, the GCP registered, it recognizes, your system recognizes. Is that so?
Yeah, that's it. SSCC doesn't have a master data like G10.
All right. Okay. I got it. Okay, fine.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Sarah, good afternoon.
Happy New Year, and thank you for having this call. I just have a few questions. First of all, we were talking about in previous calls about the new serialization guideline. Do we have an estimated time on when it might be released?
The serialization guideline?
That includes that pallet aggregation is no longer mandatory.
The levels of aggregation. Okay. We're still chasing the ministry for this. However, the system as it stands today has a flexibility to keep keep things flowing with limited levels of aggregation.
Okay, so as long as we have shipper case, even though the serialization guideline has not been released yet, we are still okay, correct? We're still complying.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I just have one more question for exemption. If we have obtained exemption from the health authorities in regards to certain aggregation levels, how would this be integrated into the system? How will the system recognize that, for example, we have exemption to avoid aggregation?
You have exemption on aggregation?
If we do.
Yeah, on all levels.
Yes.
All right. As I mentioned, the first step is commissioning. Aggregation is optional there, so it's not going to fail. However, we emphasize this as whenever we have the chance. If the manufacturer is not aggregating, they're making the life of the distributor a living nightmare. Why? Because the distributor will have to move shipments piece by piece. Then that's why we have this SSTC feature in Tatmeen to allow them, if you are shipping to your distributor unaggregated products, they can do the aggregation when they receive the shipment from you. Put sellable units in packs and move them further. To be able to do this, they have to be able to generate SSTCs on Tatmeen, and to do this, they need to double check with GS1 that they can do that.
Okay, and just one more question. For the flow of products into the country, we're saying that we have no restrictions yet. If we are not uploading on Tatmeen, products can flow in order to avoid any supply issues to the patients. Does this also include unaggregated products?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much.
That's one thing, Dr. Sarah, there is, if you ever receive an exemption from MOHAB, it's always time bound. So you have to stick to the timeline that they have given you.
I disabled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sure thing. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Al-Muthanna, good afternoon.
And Happy New Year. So it's Muthanna from Hikmah. I just have one question.
we have more than one portal for Tatmeen, as we have different MHs from different countries. I just want to know if we if we want all the Hikma shipments from different countries to UAE in one account, what should we do?
Yeah, Muthanna, we replied to you today about that you need to reach out to JS1 and tell them to change the SPOC of these JLNs to one single SPOC. And then in that case, you'll be able to manage all the JLNs, regardless in which country they are. There's no limitation on that.
But I didn't receive the response from your side. Did you respond to Amjad Abdurrahim?
Yeah, to
Because
Amjad today. Yeah, I'll chat with my team why the response wasn't released yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I will wait for your response. Okay, thank you.
No worries, no problem. Okay. Mr. Ahmed, Happy New Year.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. This is Ahmed Tawil from Origin Systems. My question is about the developer hub, the developer API portal. In the production instance of the developer portal, I can see a new application called the front-end application that has a lot of interesting APIs about product hierarchy and verification service and so on. But I cannot find any documentation on the onboarding page or the on Tatmeen website. So my question is there any available manuals or documentation for this API portal, as the services included inside can be very useful for our B2B integration? And my second question is, can this application be available also on the on the staging environment, so we can do like some testing on these APIs? Last question about the same application. I cannot see an API telling us what incoming shipments are heading in our way. So if we can add an API for this as well, it can be prove very beneficial. Thank you very much.
See, the only products which are valid for you are the MH reporting, logistic reporting, dispensing reporting. Front-end application is not for you guys. This will disappear. So you are just seeing it temporarily because we are testing something. So this API is not for external parties. Secondly, the incoming shipment. Yeah, incoming shipment is not available right now. But this is a comment we have received from the market from some time, and probably we'll edit it later.
I see. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, Ahmed, that service that you have seen is a paid service. So if you're interested, then I'm joking.
Definitely, we can negotiate on that.
No, we're testing out something. So as Husnu mentioned, we'll remove it after we're done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Regulatory affairs?
Yeah. Good afternoon. Happy New Year to all of you. We are from Align Medical Store. Only one question. Actually, one of our product is having out of stock situation. At this urgent issue, during this urgent scenario, we need to get the stocks ASAP, but the stocks available are without serialization. So can we get an exemption for this one? For at least for one shipment, we need to get the stocks without serialization and aggregation.
You have to reach out to Drug Inquiry. You have their email. This comes from the Ministry direct.
That means we need to get the information from the Drug Registration Inquiry.
Yes, you send them an official letter explaining the case, mentioning the product, what do you need to do, and then you get the response from them.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much for the update. Thank you.
Thank you. Hani, good afternoon. Can you unmute yourself? Okay. I'll get back to you, Hani, after this call. MD Rafi.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Nibal. This is from City Pharmacy.
Hello.
Yes, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
So much. Mr. Nibal, I have just, maybe this question is there already within your knowledge. Actually, GTN number is sometimes suppliers are changing. Do you have this idea of something?
They're changing the G10?
Yeah, some MH holders, manufacturing sites, they are changing sometime. So is this possibility is there to change the GTN in GS1?
Yeah, when there are variations for the products, right? So the G10s can be changed. But then again, if they are changing it, then it becomes another product, right? And it has to be in the drug registration system, MOHAP drug registration system. So it goes through the process. But what is your concern?
The concern is that we have some existing stocks with a different GTIN, which is not reported stock actually. But when you come with the new shipments, maybe they are changing some GTIN numbers. And like example, Argonon has and MSD has different GTN again.
So if they change the GTIN, right? So for example, you have stocks with one GTIN and the additional stocks come in with different GTINs. Both need to be registered with the drug registration system. Both needs to be there in GS1 brand saying, and then these are two products there, right? So when you scan them, you will have them as valid if they are commissioned and properly.
Even if I see today in a Tatmeen, there are two GTNs for one product. It is available still. So is this we need to have a unique GTIN in the system, or we should have a maintained separate GTIN?
On Tatmeen?
Yeah, even I have seen some products.
Can you take a screenshot of that and send it to us, Rafi?
Yeah, sure.
Because there must be some variation for these products.
There must be a small change in.
I can tell you some like algorithm and biologics and Roche. Some items has GTINs repeatedly for the product.
Please share that with us. Yeah, let's look into it.
Yeah, and what we can do is we can go back to GS1 and understand why these GTINs, to understand what variations are there, right, between these two GTINs, and they will let us know.
Yeah, sure. That's my question. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
And regarding this clinical trials, do you have any idea? Because the new shipments, which is the new clinical trials, who is she going to ship? Do you need to report this?
Clinical trials.
Clinical trials?
Yes.
You're importing for clinical trials purposes?
Yes.
I'm not sure if these are classified as samples, so you need to explain the case tomorrow.
Sure. Okay. Thank
I'm
you
not
so
sure
much.
if they might be, I don't know, they might be classified under R&D. Just double check with them just to be on the safe side.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Hani, are you still with us? Hani, can you unmute yourself? Okay. Raida, last question. Raida, can you unmute yourself?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Thank you for your effort of answering our questions. I have one inquiry. We are trying to import one ship.
We lost you, Raida.
What?
We lost you. We don't hear you anymore.
Now?
Yes, but the voice is far away.
Right now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. We are having a technical issue while uploading our CSV file to connect the data that is related to the shipment. We have done all the requirements. We are adhering to a GS1 standard by ensuring secondary packaging has 2D matrix, sharing information aggregation for the shipping data. But we are having just, we have done the serialization aggregation, the CSV file is ready. Just we have a problem with the connecting the data. Could we just send this file by email for this shipment only, and we or could we send it also with the DVD on the shipment? Just for this shipment till we could solve it, or could give us other solution.
You are doing this on production?
What?
You are using production or staging?
I could.
Are you using staging or production?
Yes, we are match.
Yeah, and which system are you using?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Which system are you using, staging or production?
Production.
خسروا okay. We'll take it in Arabic maybe. انت
I can't hear you, please.
hear me now?
Yeah.
اوكي ناو انا زميلي بسالك بقول لك انت شابكه على اللايف سيستم ولا على التستنج سيستم؟
I هي مشكلة يعني بتحميل الداتا. هلا حاليا الاي تي ماسكين الموضوع وعندهم مشكلة فيها.
اوكي
يا
انا اقترح انه يبعثوا لنا يتخاطبوا معنا ونشرح لهم المشكله بنحلها لانه you're gonna keep facing the same issue if they do not resolve it for you. So
I think it's testing. I'm not sure بس يعني أكتر من طريقة. Could we solve it يعني for the shipment only just by email or DVD?
no, DPT it's gonna take a couple of days to reach us. So in these couple of days and IT can reach out to us and we can resolve the issue for them once and for all. بنحل لهم اياها مره واحده وللابد يعني.
بس هلا حاليا لانه في شipment ضروري فعشان هيك احنا يعني في urgent انه نحل المشكله يعني as fast as we could يعني.
لا اشحنيها الشipment ما تستني اشحنيها ما توقفيها الشipment.
طب هو يعني ممكن يكون في مشكله عليها او يطلبوا مثلا انه لازم تكون يعني هلا موجوده على تطمين او هيك؟
No, not at the moment, no.
I can't hear you.
Not at the moment. حاليا لا ما راح يكون في اي مشاكل.
خلص يعني we can send it for the shipment without يعني بنقدر نحط CSV file as a يعني solution ممكن نحكي.
لا ما فهمت عليك. خليني اريحك. خلي let the IT team خليهم يحكوا معنا يبعثوا لنا شو المشكله وبنحل لهم المشكله. اوكي؟ For the time being.
بس هي عشان اوصل الاي تي تيم مين والعبه ما يحلوها ممكن او لما يتواصلوا بنقدر هلا مين دي يعني couple of days هدول الايام بنقدر بس نبعث الشipment بدون يعني مع CSV فايل وممكن بعدين انه لا يعني يسهل ان نعملها تراكنج لحد ما تنحل المشكله.
Yes you can غيدا you can.
خلاص تمام.
All right, thank you very much.
غيدا, which company is this?
سابق.
سابق.
Okay.
سابق السعودية؟
No, Jordan.
Okay, سابق.
All right.
Thank you, غيدا. Hani is the last question. Let me allow
Hani or Harry?
Harry. Oh, sorry, Harry. Harry, try again now to unmute yourself. Can you try now? Okay, I'll have to allow mic for everyone to see if that works. But please do not unmute yourself. Only Harry, unmute yourself to see what's the issue we're having. Allow mic for everyone, for all of these. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Happy New Year. Yeah, actually, I'm Hari Krishnan from service provider. Basically, we are providing the software support for all the pharmacies in UAE. Okay. I have the question regarding the expired product. Like if any item got expired, all the item we are not able to return back to the supplier because some of the item they won't call back. So for that item, what I have to use the option to remove the stock from the system as per Tatmeen.
Yeah, so once the stock is expired, right? So this is decommissioned from Tatmeen point of view.
Yeah, right.
Now you want to transfer it somewhere?
No, I have to remove the stock from system. Like I saw some option like damaged, broken, lost, but
yeah, it is removed, right? So basically from a traceability point of view, from tracking point of view, this is decommissioned. Once it's expired, so you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
There is automatically Tatmeen because at the time of commissioning and throughout, right? So the expiration is tracked by Tatmeen. And as soon as it gets expired, Tatmeen automatically expires it. You don't have to do any transaction or you don't have to really report it. Tatmeen automatically decommissions it.
Okay, good. And I have one more question. Like every year in the pharmacy level, we are doing the stock take. Okay. While doing the stock take, we'll get the stock, physical stock, excess will be there, shortage will be there. If shortage is there, I can put a stolen and I can remove the stock. If excess is there, how can I add the stock in the system? When I'm checking the system stock and physical stock, I'll get some difference, plus or minus. How I can handle the plus values?
Yeah, see, the thing is, the plus value, see, the process is from tracking perspective, right? It gets commissioned, right, at the point of entry when the tracking starts. So you cannot have just stock, just appear like this, right? So if the access is there, that means the stock is by mistake, it gets you for whatever reason you dispensed it or you reported as damaged or stolen or so some decommissioning took place already. Now decommissioning is not a reversible process, right? You cannot just decommission something and then say, okay, yeah, this is a stock which appears now by mistake somebody decommissioned it in the past and now I want to make it active. You cannot do that.
No, they didn't do it properly. But sometimes that many manual mistake can happen. They didn't do it properly decommission. That time the stock will be excess. Now I have to do the transaction now.
Yeah. So this is when the thing is from Tatmeen point of view, from tracking point of view, if you decommission it for whatever reason, and now it starts appearing, so this stock is gone. Now it has to go through the whole life cycle of getting it commissioned, right?
Yeah, right.
So, so it has to be commissioned and it has to be, import cleared and all that, right? So it just cannot appear like this.
Having the objective of Tatmeen is to track counterfeited products. If you suddenly find a product in your pharmacy that you don't know where it came from, how would Tatmeen know whether this is an authentic product or counterfeited product? You cannot just add it.
Okay.
It defeats the purpose of the whole system.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ali. Thank you.
Thank you.
Raj. Rajaram. Can you unmute yourself, please? Rajaram. Okay, then I think this concludes our call. Thank you everyone for joining us, and the meeting will be uploaded to YouTube as soon as possible, within 24 hours from now. So, last question before we conclude. Can you unmute yourself?
Hi. My question is regarding global company prefix. So basically, we have two company prefixes. So I have requested GS1 Tatmeen support team, and they have added the prefix now. So when I go to my stock account on the partner display data, and try to synchronize it, it's not showing the other one. So I have only one prefix there.
Yeah. Try to commission normally. Is it?
Yeah. Did BrandSync push that data to you or no?
No, I got a response that it has been resolved and sent to Tatmeen.
Yeah, then that's it. Then do the commissioning. That's it. That should work.
It's not showing on the partner details. That's okay, right?
Even though, yeah.
Because yeah, exactly. If that GCP exists in the system, even for anyone, that master data is enough to commission.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you, Suhaib. With Suhaib, I think we can conclude our call. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you all next week, next Thursday. Have a great week. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.